Take a look at this photograph. Hedy Lamarr. The year's 1941. She's standing in a patent office, submitting documents, creating frequency-hopping spread-spectrum technology. Now examine this other image. Same woman, same time period, an MGM studio portrait. They called her the most gorgeous woman alive. Which image tells the truth? The answer is both of them. Hollywood only cared about selling one version. Hedy Lamarr flees from Austria in 1937. Her first husband dealt in weapons. He had Nazi connections. He treated her like property, a captive inside a luxurious prison. But she absorbed knowledge anyway. Ammunition, submarine warfare, military equipment. She attended business dinners with powerful men. She memorized every detail. Then she escaped. She sedated her housemaid. She took the woman's clothing. She vanished into the night. She arrived in Hollywood. Louis B. Mayer put her under contract. MGM transformed her into a movie star, but here's the part they don't want you to know. Hedy felt completely unfulfilled. The acting work was too simple. Walk to your mark. Be attractive. Deliver your dialogue. Her intellect craved something substantial. In 1940, she crosses paths with George Antheil. He's a composer. He's also a tinkerer. They begin collaborating. The war is escalating overseas. German submarines are destroying Allied vessels. Radio-guided torpedoes keep getting intercepted. Hedy conceives a solution, a frequency-hopping system, rapidly changing radio frequencies at random intervals, making interception essentially impossible. She creates the initial designs. George contributes the engineering details. Together, they construct a functioning prototype. They incorporate player-piano technology for the frequency switching. 88 different channels. Perfectly timed synchronization. The concept is genius, groundbreaking. They submit their patent application, August of 1942. Patent designation 2,292,387. Hedy's legal name appears on the documentation, Markey. Her surname from marriage, Hedy Lamarr, listed as inventor. Examine this image of the actual patent document. You can see her name printed there. The United States Navy examines it as well. They dismiss it as unfeasible, too cumbersome for practical use. They completely disregard the invention. Instead, they recommend Hedy contribute to the war differently. Promote war bonds. Leverage her famous face. She agrees. She generates $25 million in bond sales, kissing random men who purchase bonds. Meanwhile, her revolutionary invention collects dust in some forgotten file cabinet. The patent protection runs out. The year is 1959. Not a single entity utilized her technology. Hedy receives absolutely nothing. Then in 1962, during the Cuban Missile Crisis, the Navy suddenly recalls her frequency-hopping concept. They put it into operation. They give Hedy zero acknowledgement, zero compensation. They simply appropriate her work. They install it on military vessels. The technology begins expanding into civilian applications. Wireless internet, Bluetooth connectivity, global positioning systems, mobile telephone networks, all fundamentally rely on her original patent. She never earns 1 cent from any of it. In 1997, the Electronic Frontier Foundation presents her with an honorary award. At long last, she's 83 years old by now, nearly completely blind, living in isolation. She declines to appear at the ceremony. Too much resentment built up. She sends her son to accept it. She says she's finished being a visual object. She wants acknowledgement for her mind, for her contributions, for her intelligence. But nobody's paying attention. They never did before either. Hollywood continued casting her as nothing but the beautiful woman. Films like Samson and Delilah, White Cargo, just stand in position, look stunning. Don't demonstrate intelligence. She attempts discussing her scientific work. Studio executives silence her immediately. They say it's inappropriate for a woman. It confuses the public. Just remain attractive. Keep your mouth shut. Eventually, the film offers stop coming. She walks away from acting in 1958. 53 motion pictures over her career. Not one bit of recognition for the achievements that actually had lasting significance. January 19th, the year 2000. Hedy Lamarr passes away. In Florida. By herself. The death notices focus on her appearance. Her multiple husbands. Her filmography. They squeeze the inventor information into a brief mention near the conclusion. As if it carried no weight. As if she hadn't revolutionized modern communication. Every wireless internet signal today, every Bluetooth pairing, every GPS location, her creation, her genius, her legal patent, She died with nothing to show for it. Look at those two photographs one more time. The scientist submitting her patent. Intelligent, determined, consequential. Then the Hollywood publicity shot. Attractive, hollow, ornamental. The studio system decided which version to promote. Society decided which version to preserve in memory. This woman invented the fundamental technology inside the device you're holding right now. She died in poverty and obscurity. That's the story they never told you.